Torrence joins us. She's got a book called Healthy Never Tasted So Good. That nails it right there. Because there's so many ways that you can eat healthy. Our excuses are dwindling. And we hear people all the time talk about, I'm too busy, I don't have time to cook. And so you see people with what I call the bag of food. It's just, let me just go through the drive-through. But what if you could cook easy? And what if you had a plan? And what if you could eat healthy and you felt better? That sounds good to me. And Cherie is all about that. So she's in our Author's Corner here on America Tonight with me, Kate Delaney. Cherie, thanks so much for popping on.
Yes, thank you for having me, Kate.
So what drove you to write the book in the first place?
I was in medical school in Arizona for naturopathic medicine, and I was learning that I had health issues myself, polycystic ovarian syndrome. And of course, like many other people, I was given prescriptions and, of course, the rat race of prescriptions and nothing ever helping other than just a Band-Aid. So when I was in medical school, we were learning about nutrition. We had 2 full years of nutrition, of micronutrients, macronutrients, vegetables, fruits, things like this that we take for granted and that we may not always eat. So by writing this book, I said, if I take out dairy and I do the things that I know I should do or that I've been told or recommended to do, then I won't have these health challenges. So this book is an introductory of health because I am from the South. And even though I grew up eating relatively healthy, I'm still from the South. So that meant food was cooked in lard sometimes, So I figured if I write this book, it is a small step, an incremental step to getting healthy. It's all a mindset. And if we change, it doesn't taste what I'm used to, well, then it's still healthy. And bit by bit, our mindset changes. We are able to eat healthy on the go. And healthy is really good. So I was writing. Mm-hmm.
So let me stop you there. Along those same lines, in writing this and what you found with what happened with you, when you made that transition, what happened to you?
I cut out dairy. So in having polycystic ovarian syndrome, I had ultrasound, and the doctors didn't see the cyst on my ovaries. I had 15 on one ovary and 12 on another when I was 13. So making these changes, I didn't have the cyst any longer. The doctors, once they did the ultrasound, were not able to see cyst, and they were like, well, what did you do? Or they didn't even care. They were like, well, whatever you did, keep doing it, because I never had the cyst anymore. And I was like, it's true. We have to be, what we are and what we eat.
Yes. In your preface is so well written. You talk about food is our first, safest, and most powerful medicine. And then you say, however, it can be a slow ticket to death. And your example is a good example of what you did, what you changed. And it's interesting. You say, did you know that more than 95% of all chronic disease is caused by food choice, toxic food ingredients, nutritional deficiencies, and lack of exercise? So you must have been chomping at the bit to share this with everybody.
Yes, I was. And that, I was, because everything in life is about a choice. Do I have the chocolate chip cookie or do I have the fried chicken? Oh, my goodness, it's a tough decision. Well, let's have the chocolate chip cookie and exercise and water. Life is about balance, but it's about which choice do we make? If they're both, we have choices of making a healthy choice, and we have choices, in everything we do in life, we have a choice. So it is. I'm sorry, Kate. I probably missed I got excited, but I probably missed the question.
No, you're saying it. It's everything is a choice in life, and you were anxious to share this with everyone. And what I like about this for people listening, because you can get the book on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, is it's easy to do. You lay out the recipe so easy. Veggie omelet with turkey, bacon, and spinach. That's an example. I'm a breakfast person. This sounds good. Hash brown breakfast pizza, because you said you grew up in the South, and so you get what the food is like there. Listen, I grew up outside of Philly. Hello, cheesesteaks. Pizza for breakfast. Yeah. So hash brown breakfast pizza sounds really, really good. And the idea of this is the food tastes good, right?
Yes, it tastes amazing, and you're still, check this, the best part is the food tastes amazing, and you're still getting your fruits and vegetables for the day, which means if you choose to do vegetables, each meal you have, then guess what? That means less supplements you have to take in the day.
Yeah,
because we're getting our first medicine in.
Oh, that is so, so, so key. All right. So in your book, the people will find these recipes. And I asked you, what was one of your favorites? And you talked about, because I'm a pasta person, you talked about spaghetti squash. So
yes.
what's that like? It has the texture of pasta, right?
Right. Well, it does have the texture of pasta. So it's more so, it's a spaghetti squash boat. It has the texture of pasta, yes, but it has a crunch of a carrot a little bit, or maybe like a steamed carrot. But it looks like, and that's the thing, it looks like spaghetti, because the spaghetti squash, you once you bake it in the oven, then you get a fork, and it looks literally like spaghetti or angel hair pasta, but it's a vegetable. So it's so good and healthy for you, and it has all the vitamins that you would need, zinc, manganese, things like this that help the bones. So if your doctors are ever like, oh, you need more of this particular vitamin, eat your food, eat specific food. So pasta is my favorite, but because pasta can lead to, bloating and gas, and it can make me gain weight, then here's an alternative: spaghetti squash.
Yeah. Wow, such a great suggestion. Okay, so also in this book, what I like, and I said this at the beginning, is that you can cook these. These are easy, and quickly you can make them. How important was that for you when you put this book together to find things that would be easy to make and people could make them quickly?
It was super important because I was in medical school. So taking up to 28 credits in 1 and 3 in a semester, I have to, yes, I'm a student, but I have to realize, time management is so important. Not only do I have to sit and study, but I have to figure out what I'm going to eat if I'm not going to go out. So time management is important. So if I wasn't making the meals, once a day, some of these meals take 10 or 12 minutes in a whole day. So if I wasn't making the meal in a whole day, then on the weekend, when I was off, or when I had more free time, then I was meal prepping for the whole week to come. It was very important. And the meals are quick. They're easy.
Yeah.
And a lot of these meals you can buy, like lentils, you can buy from Trader Joe's already, packaged and packaged. You just warm them and add them. So a lot of the meals are very quick, very easy. You add your own seasoning. And a lot of these, of course, a lot of these are homemade, but it's quick.
Right.
We all have time.
Yeah, that's true. Right. We all have time. Would you rather have the time to turn this ship around, or have to take a lot of medicines and go through what you yourself went through, and then all of a sudden you're not dealing with that issue anymore, which is a big one.
Right. But the choice, we have to choose. Do we want to take the medications and not do the work? Or do we want to explore and try different foods and do the work and not be on medication?
Yeah. What's exciting to me is that more people are starting to understand this. Do you feel like that now, that more people are getting this?
Yes. Slowly by slowly, more people are getting it, but they're on I'll take a supplement instead. And so they're loading their brown bags with supplements. And I'm like, yeah, that's great. But how about we eat, our fruits and vegetables, and we do small, today, if you have, half your body weight in water, okay, these are small incremental changes that you can make. Tomorrow, how about we have fruit, first thing after we drink water? Or how about, we add cinnamon if those are pre-diabetic? It's small changes that make a big difference.
Oh, I love that you said that, small changes. All right, so how about you? You went through the whole medical school, you turned things around. How is life for you now?
Life is great. I'm a licensed acupuncturist in North Carolina, working, doing house calls, but also working for the VA. And life is good. Life is great. So, and I'm also incorporating nutrition, of course, not only with individual patients, but I'm doing lectures, for women to know. Well, most of the time it's women, but for women, because women are the health of the household. Did you all know? We determine what happens a lot of times with our families based on what we put in the refrigerator or what we purchase or what we allow the kids to purchase. But we are the health of the household. So a lot of time the lectures are about nutrition and what we can do and what kind of decisions we can put on our plate and all the things. Because if we continue to do what we think is healthy or what is right, then we don't get different outlook.
Boy, so true. And again, you can get the book on Barnes & Noble, Amazon, or you can go to PageTurner.us bookstore. Beautiful cover. What a great conversation. Cherie, keep preaching that word. I think it's so important for people. I know, because I work on it every single day. Thanks.
Yes, it is important. Even a little bit every day, they add up.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Kate.